All right, we're back at it again another week. So we're back at it again another week. It's GMS Charlotte. Back out here to preach the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying for those that have eyes to see and ears to hear. So before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor, them Yad, as always, to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who are the true teachers of Israel today. Peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Habayath, Madawadah, the house of David. The brothers laboring day in and day out to make their calling of election sure, helping seal the elect of the nation of Israel for the return of our Lord Hamashiach Yahushai is at hand, and to the Akim and Agwatim, which are the brothers and sisters who also listen and believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom to the hopeful elect. Another day, to preach the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we thankful for that, because the prophet said that, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. So it is our duty to come out and do this work. The Lord told Peter 3 times to feed his sheep. So that's our duty, is to come out and feed the lambs, the true lambs of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which are the brothers and sisters that can hear and that can see spiritually. So that's why we out here. We out here to do the work of the Lord and to feed the flock, feed the sheep. So we back at it again another week, all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You got something for me, bro?
Yeah, I just want to grab that since you mentioned to feed the sheep.
Yep, go ahead.
This is John chapter 21, verse 17.
Yep.
He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me?
Yep. He said, Simon, he said, do you love me? Go ahead.
Lovest thou me?
Uh-huh.
Peter was grieved.
Yep, Peter.
Because
he was grieved, right? Go ahead.
Because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things.
Yep.
Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, feed my sheep.
Yep. Yahushua said, if you love me, feed my sheep 3 times. And we know 3 is completion. So the Lord spoke to Simon Peter, emphasizing what the purpose is for us to be here. What is our purpose in this ministry, in this work? And our chief purpose is to fear the Lord and to keep his commandments. Give me Ecclesiastes, somebody, 12 and 13. Our purpose is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. And part of keeping his commandments, which is one of the greatest acts of love, is feed the Lord's sheep.
That's right.
One of the greatest acts of love that we could do is do the work of the Lord and feed his lambs, which is bringing forth what? It's bringing Israel back to the Lord. Matter of fact, whole Isaiah, I'm glad you started with that. Whole Isaiah 49, around 5 and 6, before bro bring Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Because we're commanded to come out and feed the lambs, feed the sheep. So that is the utmost of our responsibilities and our duties, as men of the Lord. Any person that calls himself a priest, that calls himself, a prophet, any title. If you're an Israelite man and you've learned this truth, you should be out, to the best of your ability, pushing this word to help seal the elect.
That's right.
See? That's our true purpose.
So Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Yep.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
What's the purpose? What's the conclusion of the whole matter? What's the purpose for us living? What's the reason why we're here? Go ahead, bro.
Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Our whole purpose is to fear the Lord and to keep his commandments. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right?
Yep.
So coming back to this word. Got something, bro?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, and start verse 5.
Yep.
And now said the Yahweh that formed me from the womb, to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
Yep, to bring Jacob again to him, which is the 12 tribes.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Though Israel be not gathered.
Though Israel be not gathered, meaning our people have been scattered into all the ways of the world, literally scattered to the 4 corners, right?
That's right.
But also scattered in these religions and philosophies and ways of the world. All these dogmas, right?
Yes, sir.
So Israel, they're scattered. Go ahead.
Yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Yahweh.
Yet shall we be glorious in the eyes of the Lord. Why? Because of this truth.
And my power shall be my strength.
Yep. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is our strength.
Verse 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant.
So it's a light thing for us to come out and do the work of the Lord. Whether it's cold or hot, whether it's snowing, whether it's raining. The Lord didn't say, well, when it get a little hotter or get a little cold, you ain't got to come do the work. You can take time off. But there's certain groups and certain people that don't come and do the work. They don't be instant in season, out of season. So that shows you, the Lord said, it's a light thing for us to do this work. So this is once again our purpose. Go ahead.
To raise up the tribes of Jacob.
Because what we're doing through the Spirit is raising up the tribes of Jacob. The Lord is using us as instruments, as tools to do his work. And what's the work? To raise up the tribes of Jacob again.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And to restore the preserved of Israel.
And to restore the elect. That's the preserved of Israel. That's why we're here, is to help restore the preserved. You see? Lord willing, we have that number. The preserved got to come back. The righteous has got to come back to the Lord. Right? You got it?
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles.
Yep, the Israelite foreigners.
Yep.
The Lord didn't forget the Israelite foreigners. That's why the Apostle Paul came on the scene. He came for who? Not the natural Gentiles, the heathen nations. He came for the Israelites that scattered amongst the Gentiles, who may look like the Gentiles. You see, right?
Yes, sir.
So out through the Spirit, go ahead.
That thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
And we are at the end of Esau's rule. We're at the end of the earth. And we're literally at the end because this part of the world was known as the utmost part of the earth, right? So we're at the ends of the earth, the end of time, the end of this age, the end of this world, and we're also literally at the ends of the world.
Twofold.
Yep, it's twofold.
Yeah.
Preaching this word, helping restore Israel, helping bring back the righteous. So that's our purpose. You got anything, bro? Yep. So that's our purpose while we out here, is to do this work, this beautiful work, and it's all through the Spirit of the Lord. Give me one more. Give me, you can bring it from me, bro. Bring me Isaiah 34, and verse 16 and 17. Just touch on the purpose. What is our purpose here? You know, because a lot of people believe that we're wasting our time out here. They think that, you know, on these Wednesdays and whatever days we come out, Saturdays, that we could be really doing things that are more profitable. There's nothing more profitable we could be doing but this work. There's nothing that's greater that we could be doing than doing this, because this is pleasing to the Most High. The shit that niggas do ain't pleasing to the Most High. At all. And he gonna kill these niggas for that.
And for example, is the rapper Young Dolph.
Yep.
That's from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He got his ass.
And he was trying to buy some damn cookies.
Yep.
And he lost his life.
Yep.
I mean, the judgment of the Most High can go out any given time.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16.
Yep.
Seek ye out of the book of the Yahweh and read.
So the Lord's made this simple to us. He says, seek out of the book of the Lord and read. Hold that real quick. Give me Joshua 1 and 8. Give me Joshua 1 and 8. He said, read it one more time, Baba Kashar.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna stay there too.
Isaiah chapter 34 verse 16.
Yep.
Seek ye out of the book of the Yahweh and read.
So we're supposed to seek out of the book of the Lord, out the Bible, the Holy Bible, which is also known as the book as a book of remembrance. And the remembrance that's in this book is that we are the children of Israel. You see? And the name of the Lord and the prophecies, the understanding that's found in this book. The Lord said, he made it simple. Seek out of my book and read. Commit yourself to learning of me. Commit yourself to serving me. Commit yourself to being a servant, a minister unto me.
That's right.
And the way you do that is by coming back to this book. The Lord says, seek out of the book of the Lord and read, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Read a little bit more.
No one of these shall fail.
Because all these prophecies, which is going to tell you what time you in, it's going to tell you who the wicked is, it's going to tell you who the nations are, going to tell you who you are, it's going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to tell you when you're going off, it's going to tell you how to repent, it's going to tell you everything. None of these prophecies, none of these words are going to fail. Go ahead.
None shall want her mate.
And you can't mix and match the Bible with anything. You can't match it with the epics of Gilgamesh. You can't match it with the so-called Holy Quran. You see? That's all toilet water, you know? All of that is feces, because none of it is giving you the truth. The Lord said in Jeremiah 23 that the false prophets have scattered his sheep and they have not visited him, meaning they have not given him the truth. So all of that is taking you what? Away from the Lord, away from the truth. All right, go ahead, a little bit more.
None shall want her mate, from my mouth it hath commanded,
yep.
And his spirit it hath gathered.
All right, now hold it right there. We being gathered by the Spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
We just read that in Isaiah 49. It's the Spirit of the Lord that's gathering us. I would never knew this brother before, would have never crossed paths with him, but the Spirit of the Lord brought us together because we in the same spirit, which is the faith in Hamashiach. The same with the brother here. You see? Same with this brother. You know? This brother was out, you know, driving trucks for years and meeting with different brothers and different camps, GMS camps. And now the brother is here. The Spirit got him here. You see? Why is that? The Spirit got him here because to do the work of the Lord. That's the purpose why we're here. Stay right there for verse 17. Now give me Joshua 1 and 8, Papa Kashar.
Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
Yep.
The book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So this book, which is the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, is not supposed to depart out of our mouths. We're supposed to learn this word and rehearse the righteous acts. You know, come back to doing what the Lord say to the best of our ability, right? Go ahead.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
That's what it means to seek out of the book of the Lord read. That's right. So part of seeking, we're supposed to meditate in the word. It says day and night. Not every now and again when you choose to. Not how these so-called Christians do when they go to church, you know, on certain holidays, that they, you know, that's in Babylon, or like a lot of these jakes do, they go during, which really is the time of the Passover. They go, what's that little festival they go with? What is it called? Easter, which is really the Passover in the scriptures. Jake don't know that. They'll go at Easter, they'll come with in their best, you know. They come in their Sunday's best for the Lord. They come to serve the Lord. Yeah. But the whole year they ain't been doing not a damn thing in service to the Most High. But then they'll come and they feel righteous and holy, you know. Yeah. They come and present themselves.
You know, Jake a hypocrite.
Yep, Jake is the biggest hypocrite on the planet. You see? So once again, read it one more time. Yeah. Mama Kushan.
Joshua 1:8.
Joshua 1:8.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Yep.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Day and night. We're supposed to be in this book, right? Coming back to the Lord.
Like it says put not off from day to day.
That's right.
So we're supposed to, like it says, meditate day and night. This is supposed to always be on your mind.
That's right. And in your spirit. That's right, bro.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. Mm-hmm. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
This is how you prosper in the eyes of the Most High. Because the Lord said he loved those that dwell with wisdom. The Lord is seeing and watching and getting a report from the angels of who are really serving him and who's not. Then shall you make your way prosperous, and then shall you have success. Let's get one more. How do you prosper and have success? Let's touch on that before we even get into the lesson. You know, because the Lord wants us to prosper. Hebrews 11:6. Because the Lord said, you know, then shall you find your way prosperous, and then shall you have good success. Jake think that prospering and having success is how many women you got, you know, if you got a 6-figure job, if you got if you on the track to being a billionaire, that ain't prospering to the Lord. That's not how you prosper. How do you prosper? Serving the Most High. Yes. Right? Repenting, humbling your damn self.
It's called a corruptible crown.
That's right. Yeah. That's a corruptible crown. That's right. We don't want the corruptible crown. We want the incorruptible, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
It's 11:6.
Yep.
Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
To bring it out.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Hebrews 11:6.
Yep. We're talking about prospering. What is prospering in the eyes of the Lord? Because the people in the world believe prospering is something contrary to what the Lord say. Because they don't believe in the truth. Go ahead.
But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
So the only way you can please the Most High is through faith, right? It's through faith is how you please the Lord, right? Hold that. Give me Ephesians 2:8, I believe it is. We're going to read that one more time while brother getting there.
Hebrews 11:6.
Yep.
But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
So this is all about faith. Faith has got to be the center of our walk. You know, that has to be the center, has to be the nucleus of everything that we're doing. It has to be built off faith. Because we can't be saved just by our works of the law, you know, alone. We rehearse the acts, the righteous acts.
Can I start verse 7?
Yep, you can start at 7.
Okay, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 7.
Yep, 7 there.
That in the ages to come, he might shew the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness toward us through Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Yep. That's the true riches. The true riches. Yep. Verse 8, for by grace are ye saved through faith. Yep. And that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh Shai. Yep. All right. So everything is done through Yahweh Shai. Yep. And the greatest gift was the blood sacrifice that he did.
That's right. All right. It says we are saved by grace through faith. God. We are saved by grace through faith. So you got to have faith. Read that one more time, Baba Bashar.
Hebrews 11:6.
Yep.
But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
See, the gift of faith is what the Lord endows to the believers. And then the believers exercise the faith, which is do the works of the Lord, right? And the Lord set it up that way because that's the only way you can please him. Go ahead.
For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is.
They must believe that he is. Yahweh's name means he is. You must believe that Yahweh is. Go ahead.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
And that he is, Yahweh is, a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So the Lord is going to reward the faithful for what? For their works. Our works ain't going to go, you know, it's not going to be a blind eye to our works. Our works are not going to go, you know, without being rewarded. The Lord is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You got it.
Just going into how this word is made for us to prosper.
Yep.
It's an account in 1 Kings when King David was talking to Solomon while he was on his deathbed.
Beautiful. Bring it out.
It says, and keep charge of Yahweh thy power, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, and that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself. So David was basically telling Solomon, make sure you following in the ways of the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and that was going to continue to allow the kingdom to prosper.
Yep, and it said, then shall thou prosper, which is what we read and going back to Joshua 1:8. That's how you prosper and have success. You know, it's by coming back and being a servant of the Lord, being a minister. You know, finding your place in the ministry and doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's what the Lord is pleased in. He's not pleased in some nigga in the world that got a lot of money and a lot of cars and bad bitches. Right. You see what I'm saying? Nigga that got a 401k. You know, he got 300,000 in his 401k. The Lord said he ain't awe of no man. God. But see, these celebrities, which are the modern day idols in this world, who our people idolize. You see, our people idolize the Cardi B's, the Meg Thee Stallions. You know, you gonna go eat the hottie, you gonna get the hottie sauce. Our people idolize these people, Jay-Z. All these clowns, these people that are not, they're nothing to the Most High. The Most High said these people ain't nothing. The righteous people, my people, the ones that matter to me is the ones that serving me. That's what this is all about. It's all about being in service of the Most High.
Because at the end of the day, they're going to get the same judgment that the rest of these 2/3 are going to get.
That's right. And they're going to same exact judgment. Okay. That's right. That's right. So that's beautiful. No more precepts for that? We can go ahead. We just started it up. You know, just jumping into it. Strange apparel. We'll jump into strange apparel. You know, I'm gonna go into that strange apparel, which is a lot of our people that's in the world. 2/3 have already been marked, and they have on strange apparel to the Lord. Meaning the Most High, when he looked down and he get the report from the angels of his people, hey, 2/3 he don't see them because they ain't got on the right garments. They got on strange apparel to him. You see? Matter of fact, let's show that before we jump into it. Give me Jeremiah 2:20. Start at 20 and 21. We'll start there. Then we'll jump into it. Let's see if I can get bro into the camera. See if I can move this back. Try to get you in there, bro. All right. So Jeremiah 2, we'll start 20 and 21. You can see if you can get in there too, bro. We'll get you in there, get y'all brothers in there. All right. So we'll start there. We'll just go through the spirit.
Jeremiah 2 and 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands. And thou saidest, I will not transgress, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot.
That's Israel. Shalom, brother. That's Israel. Israel did what? The scriptures say wanderers playing the harlot. Meaning going to all the philosophies, all the religions of the world, you know, straying away from the truth. Read that one more time.
Jeremiah 2 and 20.
Yep.
For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands. And thou saidest, I will not transgress.
Yeah, because, you know, when you read back in the book, if you can get it for me, bro, give me the book of Judges, the 10th chapter, I believe it is. Judges 10, I believe it's Judges 10 and around about 14, or is it 14 and 10? It's one of the two. Judges 10, let me see. This is what our people did, time and time again. You see? They asked for deliverance, and the Lord delivered them, and then what did they do? They went back to wickedness again. They went back to taking on the ways of the world. And that's the same thing our people do today. Yep, Judges 10. Matter of fact, you can start around verse 10. Yep. Matter of fact, read that one more time, Baba Bashar. So our people have done this continually, and they're doing it now because what are they into? Christianity, Islam, the black unconscious community. You know, now they got a new thing called New Age revolutionists. What the hell is that? Right. New Wabian. You know, Jake is into all kind of things. You see? I saw this video today where a guy was pushing forth being a polyamorous. You know, all these philosophies, all this mixed wine. The Lord ain't with that.
That's right.
The Lord is with us, serving him as Israelites. He wants us to come back to the truth. Read that one more time. You can bring it up.
Jeremiah 2 and 20.
Yep.
For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress.
Yep.
When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot.
So Israel, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have wandered continuously. That's right. Playing the harlot, meaning serving the other gods, being in the ways of the world. You don't want to serve the Lord. And it says, and the Lord did this in old time. Let's get in the count of that old time.
God. This is Judges chapter 10, verse 10.
Yep.
And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord Yahweh, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power, and also serve Baalim.
Yep.
Verse 11. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, Did not I deliver you from the Egyptians?
Yep.
And from the Amorites?
This is when they was going playing the harlot under all the green trees. Yeah. You see? Yep. Wandering in the ways of the world. The Lord said, hey, wasn't I the one that delivered you? When you cried unto me, go ahead.
From the children of Ammon?
Yep.
And from the Philistines?
Yep.
The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites?
Yep.
And the Maonites?
Yep.
Did oppress you.
Uh-huh.
And ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hands.
Every time the children of Israel were crying to the Lord, he came and delivered them. But let's see what happens. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me.
But our people continue to forsake the Lord, and they're doing the same thing today. That's why he's going to kill 2/3. Go ahead.
And served other gods.
And they serve other gods. The first commandments that have no other gods before Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
God.
See? But what did Jake do? He didn't want to hear that. That wasn't good enough for him. The law, statutes, and commandments, the righteousness of the Lord wasn't good enough for Jake. He had another way. Go ahead.
Wherefore I will deliver you no more.
So now we're in the time where the Lord is going to fulfill the rest of that, which is he ain't going to deliver the children of Israel no more. He's turned away his face from them. Give me Hosea. Stay right there. Give me Hosea. I believe it is 5 and 15. I believe it is. Keep going, bro.
Done. It's verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen.
Go and cry unto Allah.
That's right.
Go and cry unto Jesus Christ. It says Cesare Borgia, Serapis Christus. Go and cry unto Nimrod. Go and cry unto all these idols that you have chosen, right? Go ahead.
Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
And then we go see if those gods, so the Lord is making mockery of Jake, we'll see if those gods that are no gods can actually deliver you. We'll see. We'll see. Matter of fact, we'll do it, Elder. We'll open it back up. We'll open it back up. Hey, before we get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles. Peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And to the occupant watching to listen and believe. Hey, to you, we say shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. We just rolling in the spirit. See, we rolling in the spirit.
Hey, the strange apparel, right?
Strange apparel.
Hey, cast off the strange apparel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Put on the garments of truth.
That's right.
All right. I gotta add something on to what you said.
Go ahead. Bring it out. All right. Bring it out.
Because as the brother was mentioning about what are these idols and these false gods that Jake cleave onto? How are they gonna help you in the time of Jacob's trouble? All right. What's gonna be the answer? We brought this out last week. Let's get that real quick. Let's go to Isaiah. Okay, Isaiah 41, and I'm going to start at verse 21. And it reads, produce your cause, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Isaiah 41 and 21. Produce your cause, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Bring forth your strong reasons, saith the King Jacob. Yeah, so produce your cause. You know, how is Serapis Christos, how is Allah? Where's Allah at?
Right.
For all you Muslims out there, right? Where he been at? All this shit that's going on the earth. So produce your cause. How is your power, your idol that you worship and cleave unto, how is it going to deliver you in these times? What's the answer for the MOTB? What's the answer for martial law? What's the answer for the missiles?
Yep.
Okay. What's the way out?
Yep.
Verse 22. Let them bring them forth and show us what will happen. So we telling you to, hey, bring forth your gods.
Yep.
And let them tell us what's getting ready to happen. What's the foresight, right? It says, read it on. Isaiah 41 and 22 again, it says, let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. You see? So hey, let them tell us what the future holds for us to get our people out of this situation in America, right? Reading on, it says, verse 23, show the things that are coming hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods, all right? Prove yourselves, right? You know? It says, yet do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. Verse 24, behold, ye are of nothing, and your work of naught, an abomination is he that chooses you. So at the end of the day, your gods are no gods, man.
That's right.
Okay? Your other philosophies don't have the answers.
God.
The only power that has the answers is Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
You know, we got the playbook right here, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
If I can get a quick
You got it. You got it. Yeah. You got
This
it.
is Baruch chapter 6. Start at verse 65. Knowing therefore that they are no gods, fear them not.
Man.
Right, so these powers that our people have been abiding in, the Allahs, the Buddha, the Jesus Christ, all these different powers that you trust upon, they're not real. You are worshiping an idol, man.
Man. Yep.
Verse 66. For they can neither curse nor bless kings, neither can they show signs in the heavens among the heathen,
man,
nor shine as the sun, nor give light as the moon. Right? So your gods have no power, man. What is like as the brother was saying, what is gonna be your solution, man?
Right.
Can any of your gods provide a solution to get us out of this captivity that we currently exist in? No. Right. Because they're not real.
That's right.
Do they acknowledge this captivity we in?
Nope.
Absolutely.
Where
not.
is that in the Quran? Where is that in these Book of the Dead, these other philosophies? Where is that at?
See, you know what their idols serve as? It serves as a comfort for them to continue in this system, man.
Yeah.
That's all that is, man. Because once you come into the true knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you're unlocking, as the scriptures say, the truth shall set you free.
Yep.
All that other shit, those idols that people worship, man, it just locks them in.
Yeah.
Just
a license to continue to be wicked. That's all it is.
Yep.
God.
You know,
it renders them as nothing.
Yeah.
Because they none of it, all of it is garbage. Mm-hmm. Because once again, my brother was bringing the precept out. You know, let them show their works of old.
Yeah.
Which is, where's the prophecy at? There should be. Hey, these other religions should be prophetic. They should be telling our people what's going on, who they are, what to do. You see, they should be steering them and guiding them in the way of truth.
Right, because everybody always acknowledges, well, we in the last days. Right. We in the end of time. But they don't ever tell you all the things the brother just listed.
Yep.
What about the prophecies? What's going to happen? You know?
Yep.
What how salvation going to come?
Yep.
Whatever the case is.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's right. That's right. Matter of fact, and that's getting into the fact that our people got on strange garments. See? Because they're not in the way of truth. So Yahweh Shah said upon his return, is any man going to have faith on the earth? Meaning it's going to be so few people that's of the elect in comparison to the billions of people on the planet and billions of Israelites. You got it?
Can I add on to you? I got two precepts.
Yep, you got it.
Hey, can you give me Psalms 115 and start at verses 5 through 9, and then the scripture in Revelation where it talks about having on the true garments that you ain't naked.
Yeah.
I think it's Revelation 16
and 15.
Give me that real quick next.
I got that on here too.
Oh, that's a spirit.
Yep.
Salakia, brother.
Come on, it's all spirit.
Yeah, Psalms 115 verses 5 through 9. Because we talking about how the idols are nothing, man. These different doctrines that Jake is subscribed to, that's still hanging on to, all right, they ain't gonna benefit you in this time to come. That's why we telling Jake to snap out of it.
Yep.
God.
You know? Go ahead, Ab.
This is Psalms chapter 115, verse 5. They have mouths, but they speak not.
They have mouths, but they speak not. Jake got these different idol statues bowing down.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
Eyes have they, but they see not.
Uh-huh.
They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat.
They don't talk, they don't do nothing.
But you see the statuettes, you see Shiva.
Yeah.
Hey, you see Buddha. It's a guy in my neighborhood, the Edomite, got a little Buddha right in front of his house.
Yeah.
You see? But they believe in these things. They believe that these idols really are real.
Yeah.
When they were only handmade. They're man-made.
Yeah. Right.
See? You got it, bro.
You got a big damn 6'5" Serapis Christo Cesare Borgia in your yard.
Yeah.
God. Verse 8. They that make them are like unto them.
Man, see? And they that make them, you like unto them idols,
That's
man.
right.
You are nothing.
That's right.
God.
Go ahead.
So is everyone that trusted in them.
So is everyone that trusted them. You see, you destroyed, man. Keep going.
O Israel, trust thou in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He is their help and their shield.
Yeah, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is the power of Israel, man. He is their help and their shield, man.
God.
The true power is what's going to save you, man. What's going to guide you through these times to come, man.
God.
Not these idols. So like the brother said, because that's a beautiful title, of casting off that strange apparel, man.
Yep.
Put on the garments of truth. Can I get that real quick?
Yep.
Revelation?
Yep.
Come on.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth.
Right, and we're supposed to be watching.
Yep.
Blessed is he that watches. Continue to remain on your watch post. Read it again, Salakia, bro.
Revelation 16, 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth, and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame.
So blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. What are the garments represents the truth.
Yeah.
Having the oil, man. It said, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, meaning in sin. All right? Because you pretty much under another covering, man.
Yep.
What does it say in Isaiah 30? That Israel, they cover with a covering, but not of me.
Spirit, yep.
Not of my spirit.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to put on the truth. Man.
Yep. Beautiful. Matter of fact, let's get one more before we get there. Matter of fact, you hold Zephaniah, right?
Yeah.
You hold Zephaniah? Bro, hold for me Revelation 19, 7, and 8. After Zephaniah. But before that, you can give me Revelation 3 and 17. See? Those strange, that strange apparel, the Lord don't recognize those in that strange apparel. He only recognizes those with the truth, which are clothed with the righteousness. The only righteousness is found in his Bible for the Israelites that repent.
Yeah.
That's the only righteousness.
Put on the white garments.
Yeah, that's the only way out. That's the only way you're going to be holy and acceptable before the Most High, in hopes of salvation and clemency, right?
Man.
Give me that Revelation 3 and 17, I believe.
Revelation 3 and 17.
Yep.
Because thou sayest I am rich and increased with goods.
Which a lot of our people fall into this lie. You got those that are rich literally, and some of those are rich with the ways of the world. They're so far in the world, they feel like that they're okay. They don't need the Most High. Go ahead.
Yep.
And it's like, I have need of nothing.
They feel like I don't got need of nothing. Used to be that song. Used to be a song years ago that you used to go like that. What was that song that Fresh My Time? Yeah, I ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
See, I got everything I need. That's the spirit of our people. Go ahead.
And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable.
You wretched though, and you miserable.
And poor.
And you really poor.
And blind.
And
naked.
So how can you be poor if you're rich? Because you ain't got the truth. Yeah. So you really, these same people, a lot of these entertainers, athletes, these guys, the Dr. Umar Johnsons, these guys in the world. You see the Henry Louis Gates, the top scholars, these million and billionaires and trillionaires. Hey, a lot of them, and our people that are among them, they really are wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked because they ain't got the truth.
Yeah.
They ain't clothed in righteousness. You see what I'm saying?
So you covering yourself with another doctrine, with another philosophy, that's a delusion.
That is.
So you spiritually naked.
Yep.
Imagine that, right? And you talking about it on a physical level, right?
Yep.
A man actually think he got his clothes on, but he walking out with ass naked.
Butt ass naked.
Right.
That's how our people are, because they in that strange apparel.
That's crazy.
Matter of fact, give me Zephaniah 1 and 8. Somebody can get Zephaniah 1 and 8 and have it in the NLT after he read it regular. We go jump into that strange apparel.
Yeah.
So Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with the strange apparel.
The Lord said He's coming to punish those that are clothed in strange apparel.
Man,
meaning you're not in alliance with the Most High. You are not in line with the truth. You don't have on the righteous garments. If you ain't got this truth, you don't have the righteous garments. Read that one more time. So the Lord's coming to punish those that don't have this truth. So this is why the gates of mercy is closing slowly, but surely. But while there's a chance still left for the remnant. Go ahead.
Zephaniah 1 and 8.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass that in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Yeah. So it says in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, which the Lord's coming to sacrifice this place, Babylon the Great.
Yep.
So 2/3 is going to die right here. You see, because they are not truly the king's children. They've taken on another way. They've went into the world. They put on those strange garments, and they got on that strange apparel. Meaning the Lord can't see them. Now, somebody get it from me in the NLT. Read that for me in the NLT. Zephaniah 1 and 8. And then hold from Revelation 19. You go from Revelation 19, 7 and 8, bro. Pulling up that Zephaniah right now. Yep. We're going to get that in the NLT. Yep. See?
I got something for you real quick.
Yep. Remember, you can bring it.
All right, this is Revelation 3. Okay, Revelation 3 down to, Revelation chapter 3, verse 3 down to 5. And it reads, Revelation 3 and 3 says, Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard. Hold fast and repent. And this is red letter Yahushua speaking. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. That's why we're supposed to remain watchful. Verse 4. Thou hast a few names even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments. All right, going back to the truth. It says, and they shall walk with me in white, meaning in purity, being unspotted. Because ultimately, you got to put on them white garments, right?
Yep.
Which symbolizes the victory, but as well as the knowledge, the truth. Yep. Right? It says, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Verse 5, my point. He that overcometh, the ones that overcome this system, this beast system, right?
Yep.
He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment. You see? So like I said, essentially the white represents the white raiment, or the white garments represent the victory, but that's also representative of the knowledge.
It is.
You see?
Of the truth. Because the Lord said in John 15:3, now you are clean, having the white garments about to be clean through the word without spoken.
Man.
Meaning when we come back to adhering and believing in Yahweh Shai, that's how we start to become clean again. We start to put them white garments on.
Heavy.
You know, which is heavy. You got any more?
No, yeah, a little bit more. It says, and he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels.
Yep, before his Father and before his angels. Which those are the names of the elect, whose names are manifest already in the book of life. So the elect's names are going to be confessed to the Lord, which is that's who the Yahweh Shai is coming back to save.
He knows those spirits, right?
Those spirits, right? And the angels know those spirits. They get in position. You know, brother, talking about this chariot that's been sitting over here for weeks. This chariot is sitting out here for weeks. We've seen for weeks. It could have been here for months. Hey, the angels know. They know who the righteous are.
Man.
Lord willing, we have that number. All we got to do is keep enduring.
Yeah.
You know, to keep these righteous garments on. Now, give me that. In Zephaniah 1.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 8.
You can read down to 9 too.
In the NLT.
Yep.
It reads, on that day of judgment, says the Lord Yahweh, I will punish the leaders and princes of Judah.
Yep. So the Lord's coming to punish those men that are settled on their leads. And he said the leaders and the princes of Judah. We know that's going to start at the house of Israel, but that's going to go down. First start at the house of Israel, judgment going to start there, and then down to your everyday Israelite. Go ahead.
And all those following pagan customs.
Yep, all those following pagan customs. Mm-hmm. See, in the ways of the world. Those that didn't return. Those that heard the truth was like, I don't want to. I'm good. I'm straight. You know, go ahead.
Yes, I will punish those who participate in pagan worship ceremonies.
Yep, all those who take it on these ceremonies that we see going on.
Right.
You see, and we see that every time another holiday come up. We see the spirit of our people. We see the spirit of America. They're trying to bring back the mirth of the land.
Yeah.
They're trying to hold on to Babylon.
Yeah.
When this place is circling the drain fast. You see? Any more?
Yes, more. And those who fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit.
Yep, and those who fill their master's house with violence and deceit. Because you got guys of the circumcision that ain't doing right either.
Yeah.
You see? So amongst this great house, which is Israel, you got Jakes within this house is gold and silver. They got to be purged from the believers, from the elect, from those that's gonna get the salvation.
That's right.
You got certain ones in circumcision ain't right either. There's of these different camps and groups and stuff.
Yeah.
All those ain't right. They got on strange apparel. The Lord coming for you. He coming to get you. You see?
Yeah.
Now He's giving that window through the prophets to come back. Somebody give me Revelation 19:7-8. You see? We're going into those strange garments. You know, that strange apparel. Right? The Lord's giving us a way out. He's always giving, the believers a way out.
That's right.
He's always given Israel a way out in general. But 2/3 didn't choose it. They don't want that. You got it for me?
Yes, sir. It's Revelation 19, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to Him.
That's what we do when we come and do this work. We live a life of rejoicing. We read it earlier in Ecclesiastes 12:13. Our purpose is to fear the Lord and keep His commandments. So we come back to serving Him. Go ahead.
For the marriage of the Lamb is come.
So the marriage is come. We're in a time where the marriage is about to come to pass.
Yeah.
We won't be out here doing what we're doing. It's going to be the time where judgment's going to come, and we know salvation accompanies judgment. Right after judgment, the time of Jacob's trouble and the missiles, we know what's coming after that. Hey, it's the salvation of the righteous. Right. Go ahead.
And His wife hath made herself ready.
And His wife, Israel, but the elect of Israel is making herself ready now. The Lord said, occupy till I come. Right? Occupy till I come. Yahweh Shai said that I must do the work while it's day. The night coming when no man can work.
Yeah.
So we occupy now until the nighttime.
Yeah.
But when the nighttime come, hey, that's when we would have done all we could do. And we're going to leave it all up to the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to deal with the rest.
The night represents the end of this Edomite infrastructure.
That's
man.
right.
That's the end of this system.
That's right.
I want to add on to you because it said that the wife had made herself ready, right? Because it's not Israel, those wise virgins.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That calmly and delicate woman, Jeremiah 6:2.
Yep.
So we're making ourselves ready. This is Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 25. And I'm going to start at verse 4, and my point is in 7. Matthew 25, verse 4, it says, "But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps," right? Yep. So the wise taught this word righteously and correctly, all right? That's how they took the oil in their lamps. Verse 5, Salaki, Matthew 25, verse 5. "While the bridegroom tarried, Yahweh Shai, they all slumbered and slept." Verse 6, "And at midnight, there was a cry made," which represents the awakening of Israel. Yep. All right. It says, going back to what 1970? Yep. Abba Bivens, yep. So on and so forth, right? That's right. That's right. It says, "Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him." Verse 7, the point. "Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps." Okay? And that word trim goes back to put in order, to arrange, to adorn, to make thyself clean. Yep. So this is how those wise virgins are making themselves ready. All right? That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Finish that out. Beautiful.
Revelation 19:8. "And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen."
Arrayed in fine linen.
Woo, there it is.
Which is the righteousness of saints. It's the fine linen, right? Go ahead.
"Clean and white."
Clean and white.
"For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints."
There you go. The fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. The believers are going to be clean, right? Clean through the word. You know, clean through their faith in Hamashiach. And that's also the blood of Yahweh Shai. Yeah. That's another thing that cleanses the believers, the elect. They're going to be in those fine linen, clean and white, right? Matter of fact, we're going to jump into the parable of the marriage feast. Somebody give me Matthew 22. We're going to read from 9 to 14. We're going to jump into that.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead, you bring it out.
This is Psalms 132 in verse 16, the point. Psalms 132, verse 16, it says, "I will also clothe her priest with salvation." Yep. So what does that mean? That's the white garments. Right. All right? Going back to that victory, man. "I will also clothe her priest with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy." Beautiful. Let's get a precept to go into that. Give me Jeremiah 61:3. That's beautiful. And we see that. We see the saints, which are the believers, you know, and the priests, which are the servants of the Lord, you know. Lord willing, we are found in their lot. Yep. Isaiah 61:3. Yep. Goes into that.
It's Isaiah chapter 61, verse 3.
Yep.
"To appoint unto them that the mourn in Zion."
Yep, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, which our people are mourning, right? When you read Matthew the 5th chapter. Yeah. You know, the meek that's going to inherit the earth. They're mourning. They're going through hardship, crying unto the Lord. Go ahead.
"To give unto them beauty for ashes."
Beauty is coming for ashes, which we're getting clothed with righteousness, but ultimately salvation. That's going to be a beautiful thing. Go ahead.
Ashy to classy, right?
Yep, that's right.
Ashy to classy.
Ashy to classy. Yep, that's right.
"The oil of joy for mourning."
Yep, the oil of joy for mourning. So all the mourning and hardship and all the hell we've been catching. Yeah. Hey, now through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, through this oil, now we're getting the understanding and hopes of salvation. Go ahead.
"The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness."
The garment of praise. We're talking about them white garments. It said, for the spirit of heaviness. Go ahead.
Continuing on, "that they might be called trees of righteousness."
So the elect are looked at before the Most High as trees. The trees in the scripture are symbolic of people, you know. Might be known as trees of righteousness. Go ahead.
"The planting of the Lord Yahweh."
Yep.
"That he might be glorified."
That he might be glorified. So we planted in the Lord and rooted, and we giving glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right. The trees of righteousness is the elect. Those are those righteous vessels before the Most High. That he's going to give clemency to. That he's going to exempt from judgment. Yeah. See? So the elect, the Lord willing, be found in a number. Are those trees, once again, of righteousness? You got something, bro?
Baba Kushah, let me see if this is on point. All right, this is, no, go ahead, Ak, you got it.
Okay, it'll come back around, because all this tied together. We'll jump into it. We'll go into the parable of the marriage feast, and we'll eat from there. Matthew 22, and we'll start at 9. We'll go down to 14.
Matthew 22 and 9. "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage."
And that's what we do when we come out and we bring this truth out. Yeah. Bro, can you give me Jeremiah 5 and 1? Yeah. Read it one more time, Baba Kushah.
Matthew 22 and 9.
This is what Yahweh Shah commanded us to do.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Bid to the marriage. So it's more than 10 commandments in the Bible. Because you got some of our people that call themselves, you know, New Testament Christians and all this.
Yeah.
They believe that it's just 10 commandments in the Bible. That's it. Right? No. That was a commandment by the Lord. Go and bid them to the marriage. You got it.
And these are the signs that the elect would be doing on the earth at this moment.
Yep.
They would be playing this out.
Yep.
So like the elder Manat Zabba had mentioned earlier in his live lesson, if he ain't out on the highways and byways, you got to take a look at that guy, man.
Yep.
You're supposed to be out here in the elements amongst the people, pushing, man, bidding them to the marriage.
That's right. Because there's a distinction between the real and the fake, between the righteous and the unrighteous, the holy and the unholy. And hey, it's for you to be able to discern the signs, to see.
Yeah.
You see? But this is what the Lord commanded. So if you're not doing what the Lord commanded, then you're definitely not of his fold. You see? Beautiful. Now bring that for me. Stay right there.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 1.
Yep.
Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem.
And that's what we're doing amidst the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Go ahead.
And see now and know and seek in the broad places thereof.
That's why we come out unto the chief place of concourse, the place of business. We're in the broad places thereof, the openness of the gates. You got it, bro.
If ye can find a man.
And that's what we're doing. We're fishing. The Lord told, he told the disciples, I'm going to make you fishers of men. So what we're doing, we're fishing for men. Go ahead.
If there be any that execute judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it.
The Lord said, I'm going to pardon those that come back to return unto me. The only ones that's going to seek judgment and seek the truth is the elect. And the Lord said, those that come back, I'm going to pardon them. That's who I'm going to pardon. So that's why we are here. You got it. You got it.
Okay, just to add on to that.
Yep.
This is Proverbs, the 9th chapter, and I'm going to read verses 3 down to 6, all right?
Yep.
Proverbs 9 and 3, and it reads, she, which that she represents wisdom.
Yep.
She have sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city.
Yep. That's why we're here. That's why we not, sitting behind a desk. We do sit down lessons, but we ain't sitting down doing inside lessons or sitting in some building somewhere. That's showing you that these guys in the church, that they imposters. They're not the real servants. They're not the real ministers of the Most High. They're not the true pastors.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Right. Proverbs 9 and 4. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither.
Yep.
As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled.
Yep, the Lord got a table that's set up for the believers to sit down at and to eat and be fat and delight yourself in fatness to, which is being rich with this word. Right? Go ahead.
Hey, indulge in Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Digest Yahweh Shai. Eat the roll, man.
That's right.
Take them in.
Yep.
Verse 6, my point. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding.
Hey, forsake the ways of the world that you may live again. That's the only way you can come back to life. Because our people are in the congregation of the dead. Meaning they got on those strange, they got on that strange apparel, and the Lord don't see them. He don't recognize them. He don't recognize you once again, as any of these things in the world except for an Israelite.
That's
you
right.
can't get repentance but by being an Israelite. That's the only way you can get it. And repenting by coming back to doing what the Lord said.
That's right.
And having faith in Yahweh Shai. And yes, we are to worship Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
He's the key. You see, Yahweh Shai is the key. So we got to come back to worshiping Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's what the Lord, that's what he expects and that's what he demands. That's a spiritual prerequisite to salvation. If you don't do that, you can't get salvation.
That's right.
You got to come to Yahweh Shai. What did Yahweh Shai say? That he's the door?
He's the door.
Yep.
Ain't no other way.
And the only way you can come in is to come through him to get to the Father.
And that also shows you, like he said in John the 10th chapter, if you go out another way besides Yahweh Shai, you a damn thief and a robber.
That's right.
You try to come up another way, man.
Yep.
There is no other way, man. That's what you see a lot of times with these different camps, man. These pseudo-Israelites, man. They try to present to you another way, man, which is going to ultimately, the ones that's following them, going to get them destroyed.
It is.
You see, Yahweh Shai said, I am the way. He's the way to have access back to the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
Right? He's the mediator.
Yep. And it was beautiful when you said that, speaking of, being murdering our people, and they killing and murdering our people because a lot of our people follow these dudes with these wayward doctrines.
Yep.
So that's literally killing them. You see? You're literally leading them to death. The blind leading the blind.
Yep.
You see? You got it, bro. Anybody got any precepts?
I did have a precept just to feed off of that.
Oh,
wisdom.
no, go ahead. Bring it out. You got
This
it,
is Sirach chapter 6, verse 22. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Verse 23.
Everybody ain't gonna get it.
Everybody ain't gonna get it. Oh.
That show you that everybody ain't got the wisdom. Yeah. We're talking about the true wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel. Verse 24. And put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. So you gotta become that. You gotta become a prisoner and be subjected to the wisdom of the Lord. Because, like as you were saying, our people are dead. They don't have that breath of life in them. They're strange. They're in that strange apparel. They don't have the wisdom.
I gotta line back off what you said. You got.
And that's why Ezekiel 37 said that that the Lord put the bones and the skin back on it. But what did he say? The breath wasn't in them.
Breath wasn't in them.
That shows you there's a like the brother said, there's a distinction there, man. You know, hey, there's a lot of Jakes in the world that know they're Israelites, but that doesn't mean they have the true breath, the true righteous instruction. You know? You got it.
This is a precept going in that right there, man. This Proverbs 14:6. A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. So right, man, like the brother said, man, they don't have that breath. They seek this wisdom, but they're not going to be able to understand it unless Yahweh Shem Yahushua gives them the breath in order to understand this wisdom.
That's right. That's right. And I got one more just to land back off that. Beautiful. Just showing that this is not for everybody. It's not for all of our people. We're not here, to try to win over the masses. The Lord didn't say, he said, go and bid them to the marriage. He said that the kingdom of heaven is like throwing a net in the sea. Right. And you gather the good and the bad. The good gonna stay, the bad you throw them back out.
Brother, if you just stop cussing. If you stop cussing, brother,
you can get a lot more followers.
You get a whole bunch of followers.
Right.
You just gotta stop cussing.
Right. And Apostle Paul said, though I be rude to speak, yet not in knowledge. Man. But our people don't want to hear the knowledge. Because the Lord said, fools hate knowledge. They don't want that. Because it wasn't never intended for them. Quick precept, when we go back into it, John 14:17, an old one, but a beautiful one nonetheless. It says, even the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. So each brother that believes, and the Most High put that spirit of truth in each believer. And it's not for everybody. So if he gave it to you, you got to hold on to that for dear life. You see? You can't fumble that. You got to hold on to that, with like your life depend on it. Because the Lord gave you the spirit of truth in hopes that you would do what? Bring forth more fruit, and ultimately that you would get salvation.
That's it.
You go back there, bro.
It's all about.
Back in Matthew 22 and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, bid to the marriage.
And that's what we're doing. We bid them to the marriage.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they could find. Both bad and good.
Both bad and good. See? Go ahead.
And the wedding was furnished with guests.
And the wedding is being furnished with guests. And those guests, once again, is speaking of the elect. That's who's going to be at that all-white party. You see?
All
with Yahweh Shai. All white everything with Yahweh Shai. You see? All white, no cream. Go ahead.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. You see? VIP.
That's it.
You see?
Verse 11. And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Hey, Yahweh Shai. It's about Yahweh Shai coming in and saying, hold up. You ain't got on the right attire. You can't come to the all-white party with black on. With turquoise and gray. You see? With mixed up, with stains in your garment. It got to be all white and clean.
He didn't come with the correct doctrine.
He didn't come with the right thing. And we going to touch on that. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment?
How do you think that you're going to be a part of the salvation if you haven't done the things required to receive it? You can't go another way. We quoted it earlier. You can't go in through the back door. You got to come in through the straight gate. That's the only way. How you think you're going to get salvation, Yahweh Shai said, roughly paraphrasing, if you ain't do what I told you? Go ahead.
Right. Nigga came in with some overalls and Tim's on.
Thinking he was cool. Thinking shit was sweet. Go ahead.
And he was speechless.
Nothing to say. That's how 2/3 of you niggas going to be.
Man.
And then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot.
And this is what Yahweh Shai, when you read in Matthew the 13th chapter, when it said the angels are coming, to pluck out, the wheat from the tares, and he gonna throw the tares in the barn and burn them up. This is what Yahweh Shai is speaking about right here. Go ahead.
Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness.
And they're gonna have to be destroyed for not coming back as an Israelite and not adhering to the words of the prophets, which are the words of the Lord. Because they refuse the words of the Lord is going to refuse them. That's why we spoke about it earlier. Those that deny the Lord before men, he's going to deny before the heavenly host and Yahweh in heaven.
You want me to get that?
Matter of fact, we can get that.
Matthew 10. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verses 32 and 33, and it reads, Matthew 10 and 32. It says, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven."
And who's the only ones that's confessing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the true God of heaven and earth, before men? The elect, the believers, right? Sirach 17:10 says the elect will praise his holy name. You got it?
Verse 33. Matthew 10 and 33 says, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven."
Yep, and 2/3 of our people are denying the Lord because they ain't coming back and putting on the righteous garments. So that's how you deny the Lord. Any philosophy, way of the world, once again, you are atheist, you self-made, all of that is going to get you destroyed.
Man.
So Yahweh Shai going to deny your ass. You ain't going to be on the manifest that says you're going to be saved. You're not going to be in the book of life. That means you wasn't never intended to be there. Those that deny the Lord is an example of those that were not intended to get salvation.
I got something for you.
You got it, brother.
All right. It's Isaiah chapter 66. All right. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 4. And it reads, it says, "I also will choose their delusions and will bring fear." Okay, yeah, because you got to stand right here.
Oh.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you all good. You all good. Come over here.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah, if you got some questions,
No, you all good,
sis.
sis. Come on down. Come on around.
You good.
Like,
All right.
I can't stay, but I would love to.
No, it's
Okay.
all good.
I'm getting my doctorate, so you go out on ahead.
Okay, I got you. Isaiah 66, in verse 4, and it reads, "I also will choose their delusions, and I will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer, and when I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before my eyes, and chose that which I delighted not."
Yeah, which you see that every day. When our people see the videos of the Israelites, they walk by the camp, they don't say nothing. We go out every Saturday uptown. You have thousands of people that walk by us. Only a few. We had 2 brothers last week that stopped by. Lord willing, the brothers come back. Because when the Lord's calling, and he's calling how? Through his men, through the prophets. The Lord rose up the prophets, which this is going on worldwide.
Yeah.
The children of Israel, starting with the hopeful elect, are standing back up, telling our people to get right before the day of judgment. See, what you Israelites don't understand is that the Lord gave the foresight to men on the earth, which are the prophets, the men, to go and gather the believers and to leave the rest. Because the Lord already said 2/3 of our people are not going to be gathered.
Yeah.
They don't want to have nothing to do with hearing the truth.
Yeah.
So when they hear the truth, it does something to them.
Yeah.
You see?
They resent it.
They resent it. They get this feeling of disgust. They're disgusted with what we're doing.
Fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep, you got it, bro.
John chapter 6, verse 44. "No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day."
Yep, you got it, bro.
God, so like the brother said, man, that if Yahweh Bashim Yahushai hasn't called you into this thing, you're not going to come into this. Like the brothers said, people walk by, they hear the word, but the angels are blocking their ears and their eyes.
Yep.
Can I add on to that?
Oh, yeah. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Y'all going in right
Bring them
now.
out.
All right. Hey,
We'll
this
pick it up in a minute.
Second Corinthians 4 and verse 3.
Yep.
"But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost."
Yep.
Verse 4, and that word lost goes back to them that are perishing, they're going to get put to death.
Yep.
Verse 4, 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. "In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not." You see, just adding on to the brother's point.
Yep.
The God of this world. Going back to the spiritual demon Satan and ultimately Esau.
That's right.
The physical incarnation of the devil, man. "In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them." So they couldn't get the wisdom.
Nope.
Wisdom didn't shine unto them.
It wasn't intended for it.
Like it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Yep.
It says the sun did not rose upon us.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
They didn't get it.
Hey, 2nd Ezra 9th chapter, the Lord calls them the multitude that's going to perish because they were born in vain.
Man.
They were born to be destroyed. See? So the Lord ain't dealing with them. Anything else or not?
I got one.
Okay, you got it. Bring it out.
So Daniel chapter 12, and I'm going to start in verse 9.
Yeah, that's good.
"And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end."
And when you Revelation the 5th chapter, Yahweh Shai broke the seals in these last days, you know, for what? In hopes of salvation for Israel. Going back to our elder, our elders and apostles, Elder Abba Bivens. See, Elijah coming back had to come back in order for this to be so. See, go ahead.
Verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white. And tried. But the wicked.
That's speaking of the elect, right? Go ahead.
But the wicked shall do wickedly.
But the wicked, 2/3, the heathen and the wicked, they're gonna do what they want to do. They ain't gonna. The truth wasn't intended for them to get it. It was never meant for them to have. Go ahead.
And none of the wicked shall understand.
And they ain't gonna be able to understand the spiritual language that we speak. You know, which is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Go ahead.
But the wise shall understand.
But the elect, which are the wise. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra, before we keep going. 12 and 36 to 38. Go ahead.
That was it.
Yep. But the wise shall understand. That was it?
No, that was it.
Hey, beautiful. But only the wise are going to understand. Let's see who the wise are before we go back. Look at that last verse.
The wise virgins.
Yep. The wise virgins, which is symbolic of the elect. And the foolish virgins, which is symbolic of the 2/3, you know, that were destined to destruction.
12 and 26.
2nd Ezra, 2nd Ezra 12 and 36.
It's the 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 36.
Now, let's find out who the wise are.
Thou only hast been Thou only hast been meet to know this secret of the highest.
Which is what in Amos the 3rd chapter, the 7th verse. That's speaking of the elect. Start with the 144,000, the house of David. See? Those are the ones that start with the house of David, and the 1/3 that's going to adhere. Those are the ones that have been made meek to know the secret of the highest. Right. Speaking of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding found in this book. Go ahead.
Therefore, write all these things that thou hast seen in a book and hide them.
So these words are hidden. These words are hidden to the vast majority of our people. They're right here in this book, but they're hidden. Which is meaning they can't understand, they can't decode, they can't decipher the words. Go ahead.
And teach them to the wise of the people.
That's why only the elect are going to be able to hear these words, hear this music, and be in tune with it. Because they're the only ones that it's intended for, and they are known as the wise of the people. Go ahead.
Whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets.
Because the Lord already got it set up where the elect are going to be able to comprehend, which means to understand, and then keep this word, which is what we said to Timothy. Keep that which is committed to thy trust, which is this word. Any more? All right,
I got something for you real quick. Something heavy too.
Yep, you got it.
All right, this is the Book of Colossians. All right, this is the Book of Colossians, chapter 1 and verse 26.
Yep, love that.
And it reads, even the mystery which have been hid from